Hello, welcome to my channel Kitika Entertainment. Today I will tell you how to operate the Zoom. So, first thing I want to tell you how to log into the Zoom. So, after open the Zoom account, Zoom software, you first find three things are there. So, better I'll be login through Google. Okay, that means Gmail. So here I'll be login to the Gmail. So when you click this, it will be display your Gmail login, which is already login in your system. So here I will choose this login. Okay, after enter, then it will be asking the password. Suppose here I will be enter my password, then it will be asking the date of birth to verify that whether this user exists or not. So I here already verified, so it will be directly telling me direct go to the launch the Zoom software. So here I will go to the open the link. Okay, directly it will be open. Okay, this will be open. So here what we'll do, first we will be go to the home page. Okay, after home, suppose I want to meeting with my client or with my student. So here first we will click the schedule. Okay, in schedule we give the topic of what is the meeting. Suppose I want to meeting. Okay, meeting regarding suppose DBMS lab. Okay, so here you will be give the date. Suppose tomorrow I want to meeting, so 16. Okay, then my meeting should be start at suppose tomorrow 8. Okay, so here tomorrow 9. So here the 9, and what is the I will be set sharp 9 it will be start. Then how much hour your duration? Suppose here I want to suppose 1 hour. Okay, then 30 minutes. Don't use 30 minutes. I will be taking 0 minutes. So here one thing, your basic plan is 40 minutes because I am using free user. So your time is the 40 minutes limit. So after that you can again log into the system. Okay, so again log into the Zoom. So if you want to unlimited, so upgrade here. Okay, so you do the upgrade here. So I have the unlimited ID, but now I am showing you demo. So here recurring meeting matlab what means? Recurring meeting means there is no time, you can anytime you can log into the Zoom. Okay, so here generate automatically ID. I always prefer my personal ID because it is easy to remember. Always if I use this meeting ID, it is easy to remember. So I can share this meeting ID to my clients or my students. So always use the meeting personal ID. Then password. Okay, so password, it will asking the password. So here you can also give the password. Okay. So here you will give the password. In the password box you can give the password. So remember anything, if you do not want the password, then okay, then here revert setting. Suppose if you do not want the password, then you remove this. Okay, so it will not asking the password. Then video will be type the host and participant should be added. So you will be type the on. Then Google Calendar it will always used. Then in the advanced option you will be go, and here many options are there. Enable waiting room, because whenever any student want to join starting, if you want to put them first waiting room, then after you give the approval, then it will be come to the meeting. So it is enable waiting room. So if you click this, that means first starting time student will be wait in waiting room. Okay, then after approve, then it will come to the meeting. So you do not use this. If you want to secure permission, security, then you can use the enable waiting room. Okay, but I do not use it. Enable join before host means what? Though if are not startingly added, but client can be added. Okay, before host. Host means we are host, I am host. So instead of without my joining, another person can join the meeting. So it is that what enable join before the host. Mute participant upon entry means whenever participants enter into the Zoom meeting, so that time their microphone or their sound should be mute. So if you want to this, then it will be starting join time, their participants will be mute, and automatic record means whenever log into the Zoom, it will automatically started the login or to started the recording. Okay, so here what will do here, don't use these things here. I think it will be not activated. So give the password, suppose ABC. Okay, ABC. Then you will be schedule. Give the password. If you are free, if you are upgraded email, upgraded your Zoom software, then it will not need the password. So here, but always asking for give the password. So here you will give the ABC password. Okay. Then type the schedule. Okay. So here not PM. I will use the suppose morning AM. Okay. Then type schedule. After schedule, it will be create. Okay. It will be create what? Now it will be after schedule. You will be go to the meeting. Then you can find here is written tomorrow from 9 to 10 with the meeting, and this is the meeting ID. You can share this meeting ID to your friends or relative or students. If you want to invitation, then copy invitation, you will click the copy invitation, and copy invitation what you write here, you will find meeting regarding DBMS lab. Copy invitation what is written, you can show here. Copy invitation you can find these things are written. Name is inviting schedule Zoom meeting. Okay, topic meeting regarding DBMS lab, and this is the ID, and this is the password. Okay, then meeting, this is the meeting link, and this is the password is encoded. Okay, then it is encoded password. So it will be make it close, and whenever you give your friends, you can direct give this link. It will also automatically log in because password is given in this URL. Okay. Otherwise, if anybody wants to log in, if you will not provided this, then he need to be ID and a password. If you give this link, then no need the password because password is already given here in this link. If PWD means password. If another user wants to log in, then he needs the username, meeting ID, and password will be given. Okay, then this is the things. Okay, then after what will do, this is the Zoom. Okay, suppose here tomorrow these things will be happen. So another thing is, okay, this is the things. If you want to delete, then delete this things. It can be if you do not want to use this meeting ID, then you can delete also. So this is the things. Okay, so how is it like? We like and comment and share to me. And if you want to again join if you want to join the another meeting, then you can click here join. Then it is also asking the meeting ID, and after click the join, it will asking the password. You can join others meeting. So it is here the screen share. Okay, in screen share, it is also asking the user ID, meeting ID. Then you will give the meeting ID. Okay, so these things You have to do yourself, then you can understand. The next video I will tell you how to share your screen shot. Okay, so okay, bye.